this by tomorrow, but I'm just considering this practice.
Yes.
So it sounds good tomorrow. I'll save my poem about the Occupy movement for tomorrow when a lot more folks will be here. But here is my poem to Benton Harbor. Whirlpool, what a whack company. Whirlpool, it's a natural catastrophe. Whirlpool, it pulls you into the sea. What they do to Benton Harbor, they can do to me. What have they done to your city? They took your jobs, but not your dignity. Your elders are sent to rot in prison. They mock his word, but he is risen. You're young, lay bleeding in the street. They laugh now, but the story's not complete. They blindly take what Lincoln restored. We shall not rest while rights are ignored. And it's all because of Whirlpool. What a whack company. Whirlpool, it's a natural catastrophe. Whirlpool, it pulls you into the sea. What they do to Benton Harbor, they can do to you and me. While one amongst us is not free, with no justice, no peace can be. They stole your park, a golf course to make. I want to see every stupid golf cart 6 feet in the lake. Police and judges and the EFM. It's a conspiracy of terror. It's us against them. They plotted in darkness, but their cover is blown. Thank you, Rachel Maddow. They will reap as they've sown.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Good job. Good job. All right, Perry. Woo! Ed, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I just want to say a few words from Chicago. Came up today to support the struggle here in Benton Harbor, because the same struggle that you're having in Benton Harbor is the exact same struggle that we're having in Chicago. I'm from Cabrini Green, which they're about to tear down the original what was the first project born or built in Chicago for low-income people, and they're about to tear it down, even though they promised that they weren't going to do such a thing, but they're about to do that. And they're doing that at a time when 52% of black men in Chicago don't have a job. They're doing this at a time when you have a record number of homeless people dying on the streets. We just had a situation where the county morgue, which only has 300 bodies, had 500 bodies in it this winter. And it was such a evident thing, they couldn't hide it, couldn't cover it up, but they did try to. And what happened is that I've been living there 40 years and I've never seen, where they've got too many bodies in the morgue. But yet they had a 300 body capacity and 500 bodies in the morgue. Wow. And the way that they alleviated it, and by the way, that's just people dying that they're unable to process the bodies. That's how many people are dying in Chicago during the winter. So what they did is they proposed a new bill, a new law, similar to what you guys do here. They propose these laws to jack you up. But they propose these new laws, and the law that they proposed is that they're going to not pay outright for the burial of people and put them in pauper graves anymore. They're going to finance it or fund it another way, but the way that they're going to get the bodies to pay for it is they're going to use the criminal justice system. They're going to use people who are put in prison. And this is all happening at a time when you can get arrested in Chicago for anything. You can get arrested for walking down the street. You can get arrested, one of my neighbor's son got arrested at school for picking up a book bag and looking at it and setting it down and not stealing anything. But then he got arrested for that. Of course, he goes to court. When he gets to court, they throw it out of court. But yet still, they're still trying to evict that family and throw them on the street and make them homeless, and still trying to throw that kid in a situation that's much worse than he could have been. So anyway, we're up here from Chicago to support Benton Harbor, because Benton Harbor is Chicago and Chicago is Benton Harbor. And the same thing that's happening that we see in this city, look around this city. Look at this downtown area. There is no economy here. Okay? And the way that they're trying to fix the problem in Chicago is they're trying to move in people who have money and means the gentrification of Chicago. But I want to know, what are you going to do with all these dead bodies going to pile up when you start emptying out the south side and the west side of Chicago, throwing people on the street with nowhere to go, and they're starving to death and freezing to death on the streets of Chicago next winter and all the winters after that. Anyway, last thing I want to say is that we're here to support Benton Harbor. I was able to bring a few people up. Hopefully in the future we can bring more people.
That's right.
And we'd be very happy to have you all come down and support us in our struggle.
All right.
All right, thank you very much.
Amen. All right. Tom, go ahead.
Hello, my name's Tom Ford. I came here from Owasso with my 3 kids to help out Reverend Pinckney and try to get more word out about what's going on here. I lived in Washington, D.C. back in the 60s, and the same thing happened there. They moved everybody out from downtown, said they're going to build a new housing, and then they built this Font Plaza, which is a huge shopping center. This is really an example of what they've done here, of what Obamacare is really all about. It's not about health care. It's about taking over towns, taking over lives, taking over people, and doing whatever they want with them just because they think corporations should have all the power. And I thank the Reverend for standing up and leading this cause, and I hope a lot more people come.
All right, Tom, all right. You all right? Go ahead. Yeah, I got it. All right, you next? Huh?
His sign.
No, it ain't not when you say going that way.
Hi, my name is Charmaine Shark Barrows, and I come all the way from Denver, Colorado to support the struggle in Benton Harbor, Michigan, because in Denver, Colorado, they're doing the same thing to us that they're doing here. They're going into our neighborhoods and gentrifying our neighborhoods, but they've been doing it for 500 years. Ever since they landed here, they've come in and taken over our land. They're still stealing our land, so it's important that we come together from all over to support each other. But one of the things they're doing, the same things they're doing in Cabrini Springs, in Chicago, they're also doing in Denver, Colorado with the housing projects and stuff. And they just passed a law that we can't sleep on the streets and we can't be homeless anymore. So all the people that are being thrown out of their neighborhoods and their communities have nowhere else to go but the streets, and now it's going to be a law. So what they're going to do is put everybody in jail, and then we go back to slave labor because they take everybody out of the jail to do all the work we used to do for free. So they'll take you to build the freeways and the roads and the houses and everything that we used to do. So we're being gentrified all over the country, and it's just important that we come together here to support Benton Harbor. Like the man said, Chicago is Chicago, Denver is Denver, and Benton Harbor is Benton Harbor. And we're all being gentrified, and everything, all our rights are being taken away from us, and it's time that it stops. Thank you.
Woo! All right.
Turn around.
All right, give Castro the camera. You gonna speak?
Right, press. Just hold.
It's already on?
Okay.
Don't touch nothing, huh?
No, he's gonna speak. And I'll finish it up.
Do I have to get closer?
Right here.
Okay.
Why would he come closer?
You don't want me to.
Oh.
Hey, you don't think I can... He says I'm not multitask like he is.
Stand right there. This is that button.
Yeah.
All right, big guy.
Hey!
There's the Fresno.
You know, in Fresno, there's a song that we like to sing, and it's called "This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine." And so I like y'all to sing it with me, if you can, because the deal is that down here in Benton Harbor, there's some light shining need to go on down here.
All right.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna I'm from Fresno, California, and it's an honor to be here today with you all. We'd like to thank those from the California Journey for Justice to sponsor me to come here to be with Reverend Pinckney and his community. We're here today because there's an injustice that is going on here in this community. Not just this community, but communities all across the country.
That's right.
And one of the things that I've learned about Reverend Pinckney and his following is that they have backbone. And you can't fight an issue if you don't have backbone.
That's right.
You can't fight an issue laying down on the ground. But if you do have to lay on the ground, at least look up. Look up so you can look, because the Bible says, look to the hills which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. And so you have to understand that even though we're dealing with a situation here, this is a spiritual battle that you're dealing with down here. It's a social issue, but it's a spiritual battle down here. And it's going to take God to give people the strength and the courage to stand up down here in Benton Harbor. And when Reverend Pinckney make the call out across the country, we have to come to running. We have to start getting on airplanes. We have to start getting on buses. We have to start getting on trains and coming into this city. Not just this city, but even Colorado, even Pennsylvania, even New York, wherever there's injustice that's going on amongst poor people. It's time for us to come together as a people. I say again that you can't fight a fight being scared.
That's right.
You can't fight a fight being passive.
That's right.
You can't fight a fight saying, oh, I'm just going to be a go-along to get along citizen.
That's right.
You have to be someone that's going to roll your sleeves up and ball your fist up
That's right.
and clench your lips
That's
and
right.
get on the edge of your seat and let folk know that you mean business.
That's right.
Because in Fresno, California, I mean on the West Coast, that's how we do it in Fresno. Because when you have a city and a mayor that will take homeless people and destroy their shelters in the middle of the winter, and then turn around and spend $300-something to tear it down, but can't spend $1 to open up a warming center, we got a problem in America.
That's right.
And then they want to so-call themselves Christians.
Yes.
See, it's the church that got the
That's
problem
right.
now.
That's right.
It's the church right now and our pastors right now that's being sold out. The politicians here.
right.
I said it, I say it again. All you got to do is show me where the church is. I'll walk up through the door. Because I come from a church and a ministry that we believe in kicking in the door. Because it's either right or wrong.
That's right.
We don't care about all the trying to eat chicken and watermelon and taking pictures of politicians. That don't mean nothing to us in Fresno, California. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong.
You're wrong,
If you're
you're
right,
wrong.
you're right.
That's right.
And if you're wrong, you better watch out.
That's right.
Because we coming with an order.
That's right.
I better calm down now.
That's it.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited there. But as I'm closing, I just want to say today that this is a new day.
That's right. That's right.
See, we're not going to put old wine in new bottles no more.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody needs to say that again.
Yeah.
We're not going to put old
The
wine
water
in
and
new
new
bottles no more.
We're not gonna
God is rising up a new people now.
That's right.
Yeah,
New
right.
people with new blood.
Yeah.
New people with new ideas.
That's right.
A new people that has an understanding to have compassion for
That's
people.
right. That's right.
And it's going and if they think putting us in prison is gonna stop us.
Yeah.
They just giving us some rest because we're gonna do what Reverend Pinckney did.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in and organize the prison.
That's right.
That ain't something.
That's right.
Did I say something?
Yes, you did.
I better go sit down.
I know. Come on, let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him. Hey, Reverend Harris from Fresno. That's what we need. We need real soldiers. Real soldiers. Oh yeah, he talked about those preachers, didn't he? He told the story about them. He told them how they do. I tell you what, like I said, if you see a preacher, you can always